Good morning, teacher. Today I'm going to present my second speaking test that will be about the history of the industry of anime. First of all, we're going to speak about its basis. The anime is based in a reproduction, in a visual reproduction of the manga. But before speaking about the origin of anime, we're going to speak about the origin of manga. The first well-known manga it appeared in the year in 16 in the year of 1670 or similar. Around that time it appeared the first traces of manga. The manga is formed by the two kanji that is that means informal, and the word ga and the kanji ga that is associated to drawing. The traces that appear in the 1670 are like the basis of the manga, but the manga that is known in actual time appeared till 1920s. In that time appeared the first manga that is this one that appear in the presentation. But the popularization of the industry occurred until the post-war time that was in the 1940s. It was used like a way to distract their attention of the damage caused by the war to the Japanese people. Now, to speak about the origin of anime. The first animated short that appeared was in 1917. Based in the Walt Disney short, when the Walt Disney short, similar. It was made by the industry of toy animation. In that time, toy animation they started made adapting some of the manga, like for example the well-known One Piece that is actually since 1977 is the most sold manga in the history of Japan, and it continue being, and also others as Dragon Ball and similar. It also adapted the first well-known anime of duration of long duration that it was Astro Boy. Now to speak about another part, toy animation was associated to the TV series and similar that were transmitted in Japan and posteriorly all over the world. Ghibli Studios was well known for the movies. Ghibli Studios was directed by Hayao Miyazaki, that was the responsible of making well-known movies that would make this company the most important company in animation in Japan, and is one of the most important over the world. This because almost all the movies that they sell are well known in their area. In places too, in Costa Rica they are not well known because the culture of anime is not well known. But in other places such as Mexico, Spain, and similar, they are extremely well known. Some of the examples are My Neighbor Totoro, The Grave of the Butterflies, and the Prince Mononoke, and similar. It was an industry that this company started working in 1980s and was one of the most important of that time. Their first movie was the already mentioned My Neighbor Totoro, and the ones that are part of that generation are My Neighbor Totoro that was mentioned, The Grave of the Butterflies, Princess Mononoke. That's the most basic of that time. Now, what is the importance of anime for the Japanese culture? The Japanese culture is associated immediately with the anime because it's one of the most famous industries. It almost has the same presence as United States in the part of animation. Because when you see an anime series, it's extremely probable that it will be from the United States or from Japan. Some of the usual series that you have seen sometimes in your childhood will maybe part of the Japanese industry. Some such as Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and similar are part of that industry. And that will be all.